additional nursing home residents that have been in these counts. And so, again, specific attention has been veered towards them with aggressive monitoring of their situation and intensive measures that we talked about before, the pre-shift assessments for all the staff that come to work every single shift, as well as the visitor restrictions which remain in place.
There were 22 cases yesterday. Were there any more cases after that?
On that home, I don't think there were any individual cases. Thank you.
Please look at your phone right now and get you. Thank you.
And so the fatalities, were they nursing home residents? The new fatalities early stage?
No, none of these fatalities were associated with the nursing home. Thank you.
Governor, are you looking at any kind of shelter in place, larger shelter in place for the state? And also, if Indiana has extended school closures to May 1st, are you considering something that here? What should parents be thinking about in terms of April?
As I've said at most of our press conferences, I'm looking at all of these things literally every day. We're contemplating what are the moves that we need to take based upon the guidance that we're given. I know that there are discussions at the federal level and, frankly, among the advisors that I have, who are some of the experts in the world that are here in Illinois, that would guide to this is going to take longer than people have expected. So we're listening to that guidance and operating based upon that, every day.
Any school closures that are
I think that obviously we've set a deadline, a date by which we think that students would go back, but I also think that parents should be contemplating the possibility that might be extended.
Number of cases total 422. Is that correct?
422.
422 cases.
Press release says there are additional 136 cases, 136 plus 288 is 400. We will clarify the numbers for you.
We'll make sure we get it right for you.
Governor, in terms of the small business loans, if they start applying right away, what needs to be shown in the losses? An anticipated turnaround time for actually getting money.
At the website that I talked about a little earlier, that's where people will have the ability to apply, and I don't want to go through the details of what they're requiring at the SBA for those disaster loans, but I would point out to you that as you can imagine, the restaurants and bar owners are suffering. We're only 3 days into the closure of the restaurants and bars, and those folks are every day that's gone by they've suffered losses, and as you know, that closure is extended all the way to March 30. So people are going to have some significant losses. There are many restaurants that have under $750,000 of total revenue during the course of a year, and profitability at restaurants varies, but it can be relatively low percentage profitability, and so people are truly suffering. So these SBA loans will be an enormous help to them, and I'm grateful to our federal partners, especially our federal representatives, for getting this done. Craig.
Governor, what is the threshold of what would officials need to see for you to actually make a judgment that a shelter-in-place order were necessary?
Well, what's interesting, Craig, I'm glad you asked the question of what are the triggers for us making decisions. Honestly, look, my expertise is not as a scientist or as a doctor, and so epidemiologists, as well as those who are experts in public health, are those who I rely upon, both here in Illinois, and we have some of the best in the world here in Illinois, and I've also called others around the nation so that I can better understand what are the things that they're looking at. Many of the people in this field are very, very concerned that the United States is not doing enough. I think you've heard that on television, and when we talk about bending the curve, we say it like everybody understands, but what we're talking about is making sure that we don't end up in the situation that Italy is in. So when I make decisions about this is about how do we operate faster and better than Italy and than other countries that have seen this grow exponentially for a very long period of time. And so we're trying to stay ahead, be ahead. Illinois has been one of the seeing, and remember there's another part of this, because there's so few tests that have been done even across the United States, we're really relying upon not only the tests that come in, but also the statisticians and mathematicians who are taking the test data and extrapolating from that what probably will happen based upon what's happened in so many other countries, even ones with very, advanced medical infrastructure, and so that are very much like the United States.
Jerry, you can be the first person on the phone to ask your question.